Alright, this is Rudy. It's September the 28th, and what I try to do in this video to the best of my ability with the camera gear that I have and the flashlight gear that I have is to show a particle storm, and it's absolutely amazing if you're actually here. Now, I don't know that I'll be able to fully capture it on camera because the camera can only pick up so much, but what happened today is I received my Thrunite TN36 Ultra flashlight. It's a 7300 lumen flood flashlight, and I kind of like flashlights. My wife and I get into discussions from time to time because she thinks I pay too much attention to flashlights, but I just love flashlights, right? And this 7300 lumen flashlight is in flood, and if you know the difference between flood and throw is where you project a beam at a particular distance and it can go really, really far to light up some place that's very far. But flood just lights up the general area, just like the sun, right? It's flood. It floods the whole area, right? So there's a difference between a flashlight throw and a flashlight flood, right? And all my previous flashlights had kind of been throw flashlights, but this is my first really, really good flood flashlight. Well, when I got it tonight and my wife and I started walking around the block, and I just shined it. And we're in the country, right? There's nobody. There's not like a lot of. There should be no reason that we're in the middle of a particle storm. There should be no we're not in the Dust Bowl. We should be breathing clean, fresh air, right? But we live in the country, and so it's we see the stars pretty good, and you can just walk around the block. It takes us about 30 minutes, and we do that every night. And it was nighttime, right? It was about 9:15, and I held up this 7300 lumen flashlight and I pointed at the sky. Whatever you do, you don't want to point a 7300 lumen flashlight at your eyes, right? It'll definitely blind you, so you don't want to do that. But you pointed at the sky, and it was absolutely amazing. And I really hope that I can show you guys at least a small respect on what it looked like. But we were walking in a particle soup. I mean, billions and billions of nanoparticles, it's just like an ocean of particles that it's going into our lungs, we're breathing into our bodies, and I was absolutely shocked that this none of my flashlights had ever shown anything like that before to the degree that this flashlight did. So that's what this video tries to do. It tries to document a particle storm that occurred in Dallas, Texas, September the 28th. I'm going to continue to monitor this every night, and see if it goes on all the time, or some nights I ever actually can breathe clean air. Or if this particular night, I think they chemtrailed very, very heavy today. So I'm just going to do this every night and see if I can ever get a night where there's no particle storm. What's really a shame, if I had better night camera, I think you guys could see it a lot better. I tried with my Kodak, but it just didn't pick up nothing. I might even show you like the difference between the Kodak and the iPhone 6 Plus that my baby has. That's her phone, but it seemed to pick it up a lot better. Anyway, I'll shut up and let's get right to the video. Alright, hope you guys are doing well tonight. It's September the 28th, I believe, around 9 o'clock, and my Thrunite flashlight came in today. You guys see that? I can't see nothing anymore. It's a TN36 UT. Let me turn it on a different focus. Yeah, TN36 Ultra. This thing has 7300 lumens of flood, and it is one heck of a flashlight. It's one of the most powerful flashlights I've ever had. TN36 Ultra. And this flashlight right here, if I can find it, is a TN32. I got to change the focus. I always got to change between. Yeah, there you go. TN32. It's a Thrunite. www.thrunite.com. I'm kind of like a flashlight kind of. I don't know. My wife gets mad at me because she thinks I spend too much money on flashlights. But anyway, they're gonna come in handy, I guarantee you. But put this thing back on proper. Okay, so I'm gonna take this flashlight right here, which is flood. It's got one heck of a flood, man. It's like it lights up the area like nobody's business. Better than a car light, car lamp. But this one right here, we're gonna take it outside. My wife and I walked the dogs tonight, and I held this thing up in the air, and just in the dark night, right out here in I'm in the country, man. There should be nothing. I should be getting some fresh air. You should see the particles. It's like a particle storm. I mean, it was they were chemtrailing today too, and so you got to make your mind up whether all of this is just simply dust, or whether it's barium, strontium, or aluminum. And we're walking our dogs in a particle soup of nothing but metal storm. So I'm gonna put the batteries in this thing. You guys see this is my charger. I always gotta change the focus, man. Hold on. What's that? That's far. But you guys see that? Hold on just 1 second. Yeah. I can't ever tell if it's reading it. Is it reading it? There you go. Maybe I gotta turn it at an angle or something, I don't know. But anyway, they're all reading 4.2, which is good. And they're still blinking, which means they need a little bit more charge, but we'll go ahead and see if we can't get it anyway. But that's my, one of these flashlights takes 4 of these batteries, and it lights up the sky. But let's see if we can capture that particle storm on film. I don't know that we will be able to capture it on camera, but I guarantee you, if you were standing here with me, you would be shocked at just the air that we're breathing into our lungs. It's just full of particles that are just, I would call them nanoparticles, just tons of them, and you're not breathing clean, fresh air at all. Anyway, let's go see if we can't capture it on film. All right, now that's the moon at the top of the screen there. I'm fixing to turn this light on bright, 7,300 lumens, and let's see if we can't capture this particle storm here. I don't know if you can see it or not. I can definitely see it, but I don't know that the camera can. You see the particle storm? It's like a, hold on, there you go. There's a car driving by. You see the storm? It's just, if you're here with me, it's just the whole air. It's just nothing but tiny millions and millions of particles. But on the camera, I don't know that you can see it. You maybe see like the big ones, or you see it one every now and then. But if you're here, it's like the whole everything. And these aren't bugs either. These are little particles, like nanoparticles. I don't know if you can see them. I don't think you guys are getting the gist of what I'm saying with this camera. There you go. Looks like the iPhone 6. You see that? That's just tons and tons of particles. Now that's the flashlight, but if you come down, there you go. I think that's getting it pretty good. You see, that's a particle storm. Just nothing but particles. And that's only the ones that are being picked up on the camera. If you're here, it's even much, much worse. The thing goes, it gets too hot. It's got a temperature sensor and it only stays on for so long. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to let it cool down. I had to play around with it just to get it to come on a bit. But anyway, you guys see that? That's crazy. Yeah, when the light's not that bright, you can't see that many. But when I turn it on big bright, you see look at the particles. We're in a particle storm. All that's falling from the sky all the time. Just tons and tons and tons of particles. Look at that. You're breathing that. When we walk the dogs, we're breathing all that all the time. I wonder what that, you think that's barium, strontium, aluminum? You think that's what it is? I think that's what it is. If you're here with me, you can tell it's not bugs. That's not bugs. That's millions and millions, if not billions and trillions of just little particles. Oh my goodness. They have really, really messed up our air. They've messed up our food. They've messed up our air. And they messed up our water. And absolutely insane what's going on in this world. All right, here's the moon. I thought before we would end this video, I would show you the difference between a throw flashlight and... Okay, that's what we call throw right there. You see that? That's throw. You can project a beam really far. And here's what we call flood. If I can find the button. There, and you can see a flood flashlight really lights up the area. That's flood. And here's throw. You can project a beam really far and see what's going on in a distance. All right, guys. Hope you all had some fun watching this video as much as fun as I had making it. Take care, everyone.